Hi, this is Brett with Piano Aha, and in this video we want to talk about another method of figuring out which major key you're dealing with given a certain number of sharps or flats. This method will always work even if you've forgotten the things you have memorized. For example, you memorized some sentence about how to know which major key you're dealing with, or maybe the circle of fifths, or maybe you thought you just knew them and now you forgot. This method will always work as long as you have a major scale in your ear. So let's say we look at the sheet music and we see that we're dealing with two sharps. Okay, so normally if we didn't have any sharps, then this piece would have the 7 white keys in it, right? But since we have these two sharps, and since luckily the sharps always come in the same order, we know that we're not dealing with F, but rather F sharp, and we're not dealing with C, but rather C sharp. So these are the 7 piano keys that play a role in the key that we're in. Now we just want to figure out what key that is. So what we do is just start on some key. I'm going to start at the bottom here on C sharp, and just see if I remain in this key signature, if I get a major scale. That didn't sound like the major scale that we all know and love. Now I'll start at the next key. That one did. La da 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 da, or do re mi fa sol la ti do. So we know that must be D major. Let's try another example. Let's say we look at our sheet music and we see that we have 3 flats. Okay, again, the keys that we would normally have in a piece if we did not have any flats would be the 7 white keys, of course. And since, again, luckily, the flats always come in the same order, that means in this piece we don't have a B, but rather a B flat, not an E, but rather an E flat, and not an A, but rather an A flat. Okay, so these are the 7 keys that we're dealing with. Again, I'm just going to start at the bottom and see if I have a major scale. Didn't sound like a major scale to me. Also didn't sound like a major scale. There we have it. So the key we're dealing with must be, what is this key? Is this D sharp major or is this E flat major? Well, since we have 3 flats, this must be E flat major. It couldn't be D sharp major because we don't have any sharps, right? So you see, even if you've forgotten your mnemonics or your circle of fifths, you can always figure out the answer if you have the major scale in your ear, just by going to the piano. That being said, this is not the fastest conceivable method. It involves trial and error. It involves finding a piano and seeing what it sounds like if you start from here or from here or from here. It is also good, of course, to have a quicker method that tells you the name of the major key. The problem with those methods is that what do you do if you forget? That's what this method is for. If everything else fails, you can always go to the piano and just figure out what the key must be, given the way that it sounds. So, thanks for watching this video, and happy ahas.